Hello! I am Mac, at least for a day, and everything's going to be okay. This is my No Man's Sky version 1.58 patch notes and demonstrations video. Like many of these videos, I will not be reading all of the patch notes. This list is pretty long. I'm just going to be talking about some of what I think are the more important ones and also demonstrating some of the changes. But I will link the website where you can read all of the patch notes, such as, miscellaneous bug fixes and crash fixes and things like that. But I'm going to talk about the Meteor changes. First of all, we had the first community event added, and I'm wearing the helmet that you get from that event right now. Sorry if that's a bit of a spoiler. And I won't be demonstrating that in this video. I did a whole separate video of me doing the community event for the first time, which I will also link in the pinned comment. So that's about all I'm going to say about the community event in this video. Next, we have new multiplayer permissions. As you can see, not only can you turn multiplayer on and off and voice chat on and off, but you can decide who can damage you. Either anyone can damage you, friends can damage you, and I'm guessing no one can damage you. I'm not going to turn on multiplayer because I don't want to risk someone coming in and interfering with this video, or a freeze or crash being caused by multiplayer. But I will be doing multiplayer live stream right after this. I'm going to do more of the community event, and this time I will have multiplayer turned on so that I can experience it with other people as well as by myself, which I already did a video on. And then who can edit your base? It can be anyone, friends, or no one. Who can delete base parts? Anyone, friends, or no one. Show ship marker. Whoa, cool. So you can hide your ship marker now. So I guess you can actually... Oh, wow. So this is like stealth. You can hide. So if you wanted to... I'm guessing they added this for people that want to PvP. So what you could do is you could have 4 friends all jump into each other's games, but have it turned off so we can't see each other's markers, and then we could like sneak around and attack each other from the shadows and we wouldn't know where we were. Like if everybody agreed to do that, it would be a really cool way to have PvP. That's one of the problems with PvP that I predicted, was that if you can always see where someone's icon is, you're just going to be shooting at each other all the time. But now that we're able to hide each other's icons, we can hide out like in a game in like Fortnite where you can't see other players as easily, and like snipe each other and so on. So it looks like they're making it so we can prevent PvP if we don't want it, but they're also making it so that we can have more fun with PvP if we want that option as well. I think that's a really nice touch that they are stopping griefing, but also changing multiplayer so that it's better for people that want to PvP. Okay, and next is there are now archaeology missions that you can get from planet NPCs. I'm not going to try to find one of these right now in this video, but I will look for those in a live stream sometime soon, because I really want to see what these archaeology missions that they added are. It's just a random side quest that you could get by talking to NPCs. But it sounds cool, and I'm hoping that we'll get like the artifacts that are worth a lot of money from them. Next, they fixed an issue which caused large save games to not save properly. And I had several friends that had this problem. Ever since Next, they could play the game, but the game would never save. So they would always go back to wherever they were when the update happened. They would never make any progress after that. And that was mainly people that had hundreds of hours in the game like it says, large save games. So a couple of my friends let me know that their save games now work again, and that makes me really happy because I really felt bad. The other 7 bug fixes we've had didn't help them, but finally 1.58 have allowed my friends to play their legacy saves again. Next, they've changed it. Excuse me. There is now a pickup and drop system for items. I'm not really for transferring. So if you press triangle, I'm not a huge fan of this. I liked it back when we could just like press triangle twice and it would transfer things to your starship, but now you have to move it over and go on to here. And the other people have expressed complaints with this. It's better, I think, for PC because it lets you click with your mouse and drop. It takes a little bit longer with your controller. It's not a big deal to me. I'll get used to it, but I kind of wish there was a way to switch back to the old way because I was so used to transferring items the other way. But it's really not that big a deal. But I think it would have been better if they would have made it an option to change to the new way or leave it as the old way. I'm pretty sure they did not add an option for that. Yeah. So there's a new way to transfer items. It's a little different. It's not better per se. It's just different. I'm not really sure what was broken with the old way because it worked fine for me, but oh well. They decided to change it. Anyway, next is they fixed an issue of warping and getting stuck on the other side of a portal. So this was bad, and it was happening since Atlas Rises. In fact, I did a whole series of which I called the How to Fix the Portal Trap Glitch series. And it was still happening after Next, and in fact the workaround that I found in Atlas Rises no longer worked since the Next patch. So it's really good that they fixed this, especially because we can no longer build a base computer after we go through a portal. Another trick that we've had for a long time, and it was kind of an exploit, is that we could use portals to permanently move anywhere in the galaxy simply by claiming a base. Before Next it was claiming a base, now it's building a base because you can build anywhere. And I think that Hello Games just either didn't realize that this was an exploit or they just decided not to fix it until now. Either way, the sad thing is we can no longer use the trick to like skip to the center of the galaxy. I used this trick when I did my permadeath series. I cheated and got the permadeath trophy by going through a portal at a star close to the center, and then I claimed a base. Then I went back through the portal, I used the terminus portal, and I permanently moved to that star system so that I could go through the center and get the permadeath trophy. That trick is no longer possible, so I'm going to have to mark those videos as obsolete so that people don't complain that it's no longer possible. But like I said, it's good that they fixed the portal closing on you, so that, because there was a workaround that Law of Evolution did a video recently where if you got trapped behind a portal, like the portal shut off on you and you couldn't turn it back on, you could build a base and then jump into someone else's game through multiplayer and then use the terminus portal to travel back to that base, and then it would make it so that you could not be trapped behind a portal and stuff like that. But that workaround is no longer possible, but it's not needed as long as portals never shut on people anymore. But anyway, enough about that. And I talked more about this in my community event video when I first noticed that I could no longer build a base after going through a portal. Okay, next is fixed the race changing in Freighter. So as you can see right now, I have Korvax in my freighter. I don't remember what race was in my freighter originally. I could go back and look at the live stream when I got this freighter. Actually, no, I can't. I bought this freighter off camera, so I don't remember what race was in here. But there was a bug that every time you warped to another system and called your freighter, all of the crew members of your ship would turn into the dominant race of that star system. So if you went to a Viking system, all your crew members were Viking. If you went to a Gek system, they were Gek. If you went to a Korvax system, they were Korvax. This system is Korvax right now. I think... yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and check this bug and see if it's really been fixed. I'm going to warp to some other star system, which is either Gek or Korvax, and we'll see if this has really been fixed. So this will be my first demonstration, instead of just talking about stuff. Alright. Let's just go to whatever. Alright, so we're going to warp to a Viking system. Sounds good. And we'll see, and then I'll call my freighter and see if it still has Korvax in it. Okay. Call my freighter. And all my frigates. Oh, they've got some kind of new animation now. There's like some kind of cloud that pops up when they warp in. Don't know if that's intentional or if that's some kind of weird minor glitch. So we'll go in and see what race is in here now. I'll go ahead and talk about the next thing that I won't test, I don't think. They fixed the problem with talking to captains of other freighters that you don't own. I experienced this bug in a couple ways. For one thing, when you do a big freighter battle, you no longer get item rewards, or at least that was the case. I don't know if it's been fixed. Before Next, we used to get a warp cell, antimatter, and some money from the captain of a freighter if you rescued it. Oh, it hasn't been fixed. Okay. Chalk that up to another bug fix that didn't actually work, because the race in my freighter has changed again. So they need to do another fix for that, because it didn't work. This isn't the first time a bug fix hasn't worked in one of my videos, but oh well. At least we know now that this has not been fixed. And I'll report it to Hello Games and maybe link this video to them so that they can see that it has not been fixed. But yeah, I don't know if they fixed it so that you can get rewards from big space battles anymore, but hopefully at the very least they fixed it so that you can buy freighters without... There was this really bad bug I got where I tried to buy a freighter. It let me go to the menu to buy the freighter one time, and then I canceled, and then I deconstructed some stuff in my base. Then I came back to the captain, talked to him, and he wouldn't sell me the freighter anymore. He would just show me the inventory of my freighter as if I were inside my freighter. So I think that's the main thing that they fixed. So hopefully that bug won't prevent us from buying freighters anymore. But I'm hoping that they also fixed it so that doing a major space battle will give you an item reward from the captain again. But we'll find out later when I do a big space battle again. Last of all is the one I'm really excited about, and that is that they fixed frigate expeditions so that they will scale up in requirements and rewards. So let's see. Hopefully that bug has been fixed. I don't know if that bug has been fixed either. Dang it. Because they don't look scaled to me. So I usually got 2-star and 3-star missions. I was hoping I would start getting 4 or 5-star missions because I have, let's look at my fleet. According to the patch notes, they fixed it so that frigate expeditions would scale so that you would get harder expeditions with better rewards and also increased fuel cost. But people on PC Experimental said that although it cost more fuel and had a higher difficulty, at least you got like 11 million for one expedition and stuff like that. And I was really excited for that change, but so far it doesn't look like it's changed. Maybe on average I still only get 2 and 3 missions, because as you can see I have 6 C ranks, a whole bunch of B ranks, 5 A ranks, and 5 S ranks. So maybe I still just don't have a good enough fleet to have 4 or 5-star frigate expeditions. I don't know. But, oh well, I'll keep leveling up my frigate fleet, and maybe I'll get back to you all if the frigate difficulty starts to scale up again. So, this isn't the best patch notes and demonstrations video because I mainly just talked about them. I didn't get to demonstrate any of them working properly. The race still changes when you warp, and as far as I can tell, my frigate expeditions aren't scaling up. And I can't test any of the others right now without taking a really long time. So, time will tell if the other fixes worked. And hopefully they'll fix the stuff that did not get fixed, like the race is changing. But anyway, kind of a disheartening patch notes and demonstrations video, but hopefully a lot of the other stuff they fixed really did work. I'm definitely happy about the save issue being fixed, because that made a lot of my friends happy. But anyway, that does it for this one. Hopefully the next one will be better whenever 1.59 happens. But anyway, I have been Mac. Thank you for joining me for a day. And remember, everything is going to be okay.